but I just feel this ball of energy in my being that it's just getting ready to like break out and ascend and expand and just catapult so many of us as just this collective consciousness forward. And I feel that with all of me, that this hardship in this transition of 2023 into 2024 is a shedding of sorts that is necessary for this expansion and growth and greatness and glory that is to come. Like I feel this with all of me. And it doesn't make... Hey mama, welcome to the Balanced Mom Method podcast, a safe space to help you transform the way that you approach motherhood and life. If you're a mom struggling with self-worth, overwhelmed with overstimulation, looking to slow down, conquer mom guilt, let go of external pressures, or even embark on a spiritual awakening, you are in the right place. Let's break free from that survival mode cycle by waking up from autopilot and authentically embracing our inner self-love, trust, and connection. Imagine if every single part of your life was perceived through a lens of expansion, value, worthiness, self-awareness, and acceptance. Hey, I'm Jenna, and I've been where you are. I was consumed in the struggles of motherhood and was always in my own head, never feeling good enough. I realized if I wanted to make a change, it started within me. And in finding that freedom, I've dedicated my life's work to helping other moms heal from the inside out to come back home to themselves too. So take my hand, mama. Let's set the foundation to live an intentional life full of peace, presence, confidence, clarity, belief, joy, love, and balance. If you are ready to weed the fluff, get to the root of cultivating real change, and feel connected to yourself on a love-rooted level, let's dive in and discover the power within you. Warm up that cold coffee, pop in your earbuds, and tighten that top knot, mama. Let's overcome together. Hello, beautiful mamas. How are you? Welcome back to another episode of the Balanced Mom Method podcast. Today is a solo episode. I'm so excited. I feel like the past couple weeks, they haven't been solo episodes. It hasn't just been you and me conversing, talking, just connecting through this microphone here. And as I'm so thankful and grateful for the guests that I have on the show, but like on the back end, there was a lot of like rearranging and things because of how sick I was and I didn't have a voice and I couldn't like just the schedule kind of behind the scenes was a little shifted from what I anticipated starting the new year with the show. But again, I'm so grateful to be here. I'm so grateful for the guests that I have on the show. So grateful that you were here listening to this show, and let's dive in. I mean, I can't believe that we are nearing the end of January, the first year or the first month of the year. And I feel like we might still feel like we're catching up a little bit from the holidays, right? Like we're stepping into this new year. So rather than having this grandiose long episode, I want to have just a quick 20-minute or less empowering and hope-filled heart-to-heart with you. Because I'm going to be honest, and I would love, love, love for you to let me know if you feel this way too. But I feel like the transition from 2023 into 2024 has been very heavy. In my life, yes. In my family's life, yes. In my extended family's life, yes. But also in a lot of people like that have no relation to me, just a lot of people that I have talked to, just the hardships, the amount of people that were sick going into the new year. Like I was sick as a dog, and the more people that I talked to, like granted, okay, I understand like this is sixth season, but it's just different. It's just been different. So just the losses, the heartaches, the emergent changes and shifts in people's lives that I've spoke to that have just come to their attention, and they'd have to drop everything to just change and to do this or to like take this priority that has been like, thrown at them within their lives. And now I know like this time of year, I know it's always busy, right? And between health insurance and tax season and holidays and school breaks and just break from normal routine, I get that. I totally understand that. But something just feels different. And like I wanted to timestamp this in this episode because I feel this ball of energy. I feel it in my heart. And it's all positive, loving, amazing. So just follow me here. But I just feel this ball of energy in my being that it's just getting ready to like break out and ascend and expand and just catapult so many of us as just this collective consciousness forward. And I feel that with all of me, that this hardship in this transition of 2023 into 2024 is a shedding of sorts that is necessary for this expansion and growth and greatness and glory that is to come. Like I feel this within with all of me. And it doesn't make any of the hard moments easier. Like feel them, like feel into the hard, feel into what you are going through. I'm not telling you to like have this toxic positivity of like, it'll get better, blah, blah, blah. Like feel into the moments and feel into what you are going through. But in another breath, it could be used as a lens to see through it, to be able to keep your priorities clear, keep your loved ones close, keep love and gratitude and peace in your forefront, believe and follow what is important to you, to your family, to your life, and tune into what are you truly living for? Going back to those priorities, right? What are you truly living for? What is important to you? Sometimes I feel like we have these hardships within our lives to ground us and to like bring us back down and be like, what have I been doing? So just kind of bring it back to the simplicity of your life, the love, your family, yourself, your health, right? So the stressors, the overwhelms, I feel that we sometimes feel that too because we are disconnected from what we feel we should be doing, which brings on that stress and that overwhelm, versus doing what our soul is yearning us to do. Let that actually be taking time to rest, taking time to reflect, being bold enough to speak your truth, doing that hard thing because you know it's the right thing to do. You feel it inside of you. You feel so called, but you know it's going to cause that uproar in your life or your routine or that hardship that it's going to take to get to that space of change. Just know that if you are feeling the heaviness of this year's transition, that you are not alone. I have talked to, probably 20 plus people about this. It's been crazy. And just, I've talked to spiritual people about this, and I feel like we have this same kind of energetic connection as far as when I shared, it was like this shedding or like what's to come, the goodness and glory and greatness that's to come. And almost like it was like validating because I was like, yes, I feel it too. Or, they're like, yes, I feel it too. So it's just hold on, like hold tight. I know that glory and goodness is coming. Just keep showing up, keep doing your life work, reach out to your support system, keep your loved ones close, keep your communication open, keep doing your work, keep focusing on you and your family and keeping that love and gratitude in the forefront. Like, I pray this over you. So transitioning into today's episode, I want to share that when I come into the new year, right, that fun, the rah-rah, the goal setting, the cards, the vision, whatever you might do, when I pick my card for the new year and when I write my goals for the new year, I never want that. Well, let me rephrase that. The past couple years, I've kind of changed my perspective of like not forcing myself to do it on January 1st, right? I don't want to make myself do it on whatever said date that would be January 1st because that's what you're quote unquote supposed to do it. If it doesn't feel right or if it feels forced or rushed, do it when it feels right. Do it when you don't feel rushed, right? And if it never does, maybe like you don't really resonate with picking a card or choosing a word or writing out goals, figure out what does resonate for you moving into a new year or a new season of your life to continually be in alignment with your soul self, with your higher self, in your energy to live your best, highest life. So for me, I love choosing a card for the year, like an angelic card, an affirmation card. And when I'm in an intuitive, energetic, aligned space, that's when I pull those cards. I'll pull an angel card for the year, I'll pull an affirmation card for the year, and I choose my word for the year. Because it is seriously magical. The alignment, the synchronicity, the truth, and how much it resonates to me in my life right now, it is purely magic. So I didn't do this until maybe about a week ago. So it was a couple weeks into January already when I did this. And here I am like sharing this with you because things don't have to look perfect, right? Things or be perfect, because what is perfect? What are you comparing your quote unquote imperfection to? Is it what others say you should be doing, or what you might see on social media or the news, or feel that you need to do by some other expectation or pressure that you have ingrained in your system and your energetic field from being just compounded of conditioned over the years, right? I even started to say, this is kind of funny, before we moved into 2024, when like things, it was almost like God's like, yep, your new year isn't starting until February 1st. Because I've said this. My daughter was born in 2022, and I've said like, my new year does not start until February because both my kids' birthdays are also in January. And it's just a continuation on from the holidays, right? And I want to asterisk that, because going back to what I just said, I think it was because of all the pressure that I felt and I put on myself from all the new year, new you, and the resolutions, and like all just kind of like that. I don't even know, the stigma. Like, I've never been someone to be like, new year, new me. Like, what? I'm still me. Like, I'm still Jenna, like maybe it's that I've grown. I have more experience. I'm learning. Like, of course, like I want to be in this expansive state of always evolving, but it just never felt right. So when I kind of let go of those pressures a little bit, it's like, you do what's best for you. So going into this year, going into 2024, like I'm feeling just a different energy also, like from years past, which is great. It's fine. It's your evolution of life. So I'm swapping just starting the new year strong for starting the new year in my energy of alignment, starting the new year with gratitude, starting the new year slow, starting the new year in peace, starting the new year rested, starting the new year with intention, starting the new year nourished, and starting the new year with choosing joy and love. Because I feel like the more, it's like I'm connecting the dots as the days go by within my life and as the years pass by. It's like I've always felt this, but I'm getting more and more confident in speaking it out and living it and being in this truth. And I know that it's just because I'm staying aligned in my soul energy more and more and more. Like, kind of like when you have these like snippets of like feeling like, oh my gosh, like on this high of life and it feels amazing. And then you have like this slump or what have you. Like, it's when you get into that energy of alignment, of your energy of alignment, and you stay in it for longer, like things, they make sense, and hindsight is beautiful. And it's just this beautiful journey. So I'm opting out, and I have in the past, I'm opting out of that hustle harder mentality. It is so damn forced. And I felt like this weight lifted when I just said this right now, because it's giving you that permission, that validation. If it doesn't feel right to you, find what feels right. And don't get that confused with, the hustle harder. Don't get that confused with laziness or like lack of intention, right? Intentionality, consistency, presence, it's all so, so important. But the hustle, the go, the force, the push, the pressure, that's when like we're not taking that time to stay aligned to us. That's what I'm talking about. So I want to conclude this episode with 5 wellness habits that I am very gratefully bringing into the new year with me. Some of these I'm bringing over because they are staples within my routine in my life, and others that I've been striving, to kind of make a part of me for a while, because I know that they're habits that are meant to be within my life. So like even past year goals that I've brought over to improve and really just fine tune within my rhythm and my life as even more. So some of these habits come easier and more natural to me, while others do take more intention, and they are more so like goals. So kind of when you're working with, kind of the direction that you want to go, or if you are goal setting, like you might hear like SMART goals, push goals. Okay, that's all great. But again, whatever resonates with you. And yes, push yourself, but also make sure that it's doable and realistic within your life, but that it's also going to feel good and help you grow and help you stay true to who you are and help you deepen that love and that trust and that connection for you and your life. So 5 wellness habits I am bringing into 2024. Number 1 is meditation. Meditation has completely changed my life, my nervous system, my perspectives, my responses, everything. And there's exciting news coming soon on this too. I am starting a 6-month certification program to become a meditation instructor. I don't even know what like the credentials would be like yet. We start in February, but it has like meditation has truly, energetics and meditation have truly changed my life tenfold, like infinitely. Like I can't even like I could talk about this for hours. And that is why I have become certified in energetics work and now in meditation, because I feel that that is such a pivotal just turning point that I can help serve and provide and help so many other people with. So yeah, I'm excited. Meditation, definitely number 1. Number 2 is picking up a book versus my phone. And I laugh because this is going to take a lot of intentionality. Like I have a business like online, right? So like my phone, I easily can get caught up in the scroll or the notifications or whatever that is, but it's not always serving me, right? And we live in such a tech-driven world. How easy is it to get caught in that scroll? And let me tell you, like this is the second, maybe even third year that this is on my list. And I have just gotten like refined this better and better and better, because when I'm on social media, I've filtered so much of that stuff that I would look into to where now, like if I'm on that scroll or I'm like looking for something, like 90% of my social media time is like educational for me. I'm looking at recipes, I'm looking at spiritual mentors, I'm homesteading or like looking at homesteading, spirituality. Like I'm learning and consuming positive things that are helping me in what I need right now in my life. I'm not just consuming another influencer's whatever, which it's all fine, but I'm looking at it from a lens of not getting lost in that scroll. And 20 minutes later, I was like, what the heck just happened with the 20 minutes of my life, and then feel guilty. And also, this is for me, personal opinion, the last thing I want my children ever to see me doing is choosing my phone over them. Like, yes, we all have our calm down relaxation time. They have their tablets, I'm on my phone, but this is like where that big goal is like, why can't I pick up a book versus, my phone? Like, and not that a book is any different from like stealing, that presence. But me being honest with myself, I'm not going to be able to read with them around anyways. So that said, my attention will solely be on them in those moments, where I would be choosing to pick up my phone to check a notification or whatever versus like playing with them or what have you. And in those relaxation times, I could pick up a book while they're on their tablets or we are watching a family movie, right? So, and it's also like I have a big audacious goal this year, I guess. Like I'm going through 2 certification programs. I have 5 courses, a year-long membership, and this is for me and for my growth, on top of wanting to create a group mentorship within Naturally Empowered Living and the Balanced Mom community from everything that I have been learning and consuming and expanding with. And I know like I am in a growth season of my life in my soul's work to be able to serve and deliver to you. And it lights me up inside. So I'm like, I don't have time for my phone. So anyways, okay, moving on. Number 3, slow down and listen to my intuition and heart more clearly. This is a toughie. It's a toughie. I have been on my hands and knees pleading with God to help me. Like, help me. How do I surrender? How do I let go of my will? How do I choose and hear and, listen to your will? Like, show me that way. What do I do? Letting go of control, silencing my egoic mind, and truly allowing like that God's will. And it has been such a pivotal journey, such a beautiful journey. And it takes practice and it takes intentionality and it takes silence and stillness. And I tell you what, like looking back a couple years ago, even just the discernment that is there, that, we always think like, oh gosh, I should be XYZ or I should be farther along or what have you. But me personally, looking back even at a couple years ago, even last year within my life, the discernment, the clarity, the volume of my intuition and heart being so much louder, right? Like it gets easier, but it takes practice and it takes intentionality and it takes time. It takes time to be with yourself, to be with God, to be with that higher power, the energetics, the energy of the universe, whatever it is you believe in. It takes time to turn up that volume. And always you could say that prayer to only allow me to connect to loving energy to positive energy. So you know and believe that you are being surrounded in love and in a safe space. Just say that prayer. So you know that there is no negativity coming to you. It is all in loving and positive and hope-filled ease and grace and peace and all the just amazing energies and vibrations. And yeah, okay, moving on. Number 4 is daily movement. It helps reduce my cortisol. It helps with my anxiety. It is fun to do with the kids, and it's my outlet. It is like, I guess it's one of like my hobbies. But it's an outlet for me to be able to just kind of release, all the downloads, all the stressors, everything that as a mom, as a human, as we just compound and that we take in, it's just that release for me. Exercise, working out, movement, that's been a part of my life for years and years and years. Number 5 is drinking water first thing in the morning. This has helped me. I've done little experiments with myself because this has been something that's been very hard. So I go through stages of where I don't drink as much water and then I do. And I have found that it helps me so much with my clarity, with my focus. It helps my blood sugar stay stable. It helps my energies, stay high. And it's just water, what's that saying? Drinking half of your body weight in ounces of water is kind of that good goal to start with. It has helped clear my skin. It has, I think I already said energy, but I notice if I am down in the slumps, that midday, nap time, oh my gosh, I need a coffee. If I down a glass of water within 20 minutes, I feel great. So water, I choosing water over caffeine. Oh gosh, maybe that should be my kind of addition to that, because I do love my caffeine also. But okay. Those are my 5 top wellness habits that I'm bringing into 2024. I would love for you to share what yours are. Shoot me an email at hello@naturalempoweredliving.com. Share in our motherhood empowerment community. I would love to hear what your goals are, just any goals. They don't have to be wellness goals moving into the new year. And my homework for you, what I would love for you to do is give yourself some time. Give yourself some time to get into a meditative state, to turn off all the outside noise around you, to really tune into you, to tune into your heart, to your intuition, to your soul, and listen. Listen, what it is do you want? What is your soul yearning for? What is your truth? Again, turning down the volume of society, expectations, what other people think you should be doing, opinions, and tuning into you. You could automatic write with this. Just get into that silent space, that meditative state, and automatic write with that, or just listen to it in your mind as it's coming through to you in that soft, positive whisper. I would love for you to do that. And if you're kind of struggling, Jenna, I don't know where to get started. I want to talk to you. I want to have a heart-to-heart with you, one-on-one. I would love to chat with you. You could schedule a free foundational guidance clarity call with me. Go to naturalempoweredliving.com/clarity-call, and we could just have a heart-to-heart. We could talk about your struggles, what your desires are, what your goals are, where you're at in life currently. And we could make the strategic plan for you to start moving forward, to come back home to yourself. I would love to have that heart-to-heart with you, have that 15-20 minute call with you, just to get on the same page, to pour belief and love and hope into you, because you deserve it. All right, my mamas. Until next week, as always, simply be you. You have everything inside of you to find your peace, feel in balance, and embrace self-love, trust, and inner connection within your life. I'm sending my love and light.
Did you find this episode relatable or compelling? Please give me a review.
Thank you so much for spending this sacred time with me on the Balanced Mom Method podcast. I am sending you so much love and covering you in light, praying this episode has helped you in some way. And if it has, I'd be so grateful if you left a written review sharing how it's impacted your life. It truly lights me up hearing how you are on your way to your breakthrough. And also, please share this episode with another mom who may be struggling, to remind her that we are never alone, and to help give her that empowerment to take that first step. And be sure to check the show notes for additional ways to connect with me. our motherhood empowerment community, and if and when it feels good to you, learn how we could work together to help you reclaim your power, mama. Thank you. I appreciate all you are and all you do. Sending my love and light.